Spoiler warning for this upcoming week's episode. Are you ready for it? The Battle Hymn of the Republic will be written down. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not aware of how this war will end. I believe we can trace it down to the Battle Hymn of the Republic. But the Battle Hymn of the Republic is a very powerful song that has been claimed by a variety of group of people. This special is primarily based off of an NPR interview with a very similar idea.
Away down south in the land of traders, rattlesnakes and alligators. Right away, come away, right away, come away. Where cotton's king and men are chattels, Union boys will win the battles. Right away, come away, right away, come away.
Due to the fact that this is a very timely special, I'm afraid I'm going to have to be reading from my script more than usual. Though, with my robotic facial expressions, I doubt you will notice. The first version of the Battle Hymn of the Republic is actually a hymn, Canaan's Happy Shores. Originally, it didn't have the familiar Glory, Glory, Hallelujah chorus, but by 1850, it did.
Say, brothers, will you meet us? Say, brothers, will you meet us? Say, brothers, will you meet us on Canaan's happy shore? Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah, forever, evermore.
Up next is the precursor we know about. John Brown's body lies moldering in his grave. Despite what some might have told you, this is referring to the famous John Brown. But where does the other John Brown fit into this? Well, in the Tiger Battalion, or 2nd Massachusetts State Infantry Militia, there was another John Brown, a Scottish immigrant. He was often teased because he shared a name with the famous John Brown. "Oh, you can't be John Brown, he's dead," they often teased. And then a killjoy would very usually say, "Yes, yes, poor old John Brown is dead. His body lies moldering in the grave." From there we get this song.
John Brown's body lies a-moldering in the grave, while weep the sons of bondage whom he ventured all to save. But though he lost his life in struggling for the slave, his soul is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Many officers wanted to change the lyrics to the song because they found it a pretty bad kick to morale. But, of course, having the authorities not like it only made it more fun to sing. The battalion was then sent to D.C., and there they sang it proudly. And Julia Howe, a funder of John Brown's work, heard it and thought to write down a song version of it, though she did take the liberty of changing the lyrics. And there, the Battle Hymn of the Republic comes from.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
we done now? No. You see, the song has taken on a life of its own. It's been used by segregationists and Martin Luther King Jr. alike. But before we get into that, a small note. The original line is, "As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free." So the modern, "live to make men free." I think it's quite obvious why they changed it. Okay, another detour. It's a very popular song. It was sung at the funerals of Winston Churchill, JFK, RFK, LBG, and John McCain. It's also been sung at Ronald Reagan's, Barack Obama's, and Donald Trump's inauguration. Now for the political and less fun part. Everyone has their own version of Battle of the Republic. Labor unions have Solidarity Forever. African American Union soldiers took the, well, not chorus or lyrics or anything that makes the Battle of the Republic, but the famous beat for the marching song of the 1st Arkansas. The Indian Army, Finnish Army, and even the IRA have their own versions. For how Martin Luther King used it, his quoted in his "How Long, Not Long" speech and his final speech, "I've been to the mountaintop." In fact, the final line of any Martin Luther King speech being, "Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord." Bishop Michael Curry has quoted this song in a number of his sermons, most famously after his election as the first African American presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church. Terrible with pronunciation, saying, "Glory, glory, hallelujah, His truth is marching on," right before an introduction to a speech by Barack Obama. Then there's the other side of the song. Anita Bryant sang the song during the 1971 Super Bowl halftime show and at LBJ's funeral, but more controversially, as an anti-gay protest song. She changed it during her Save Our Children campaign to remove protection of LGBT from a state constitution. Bryant's use has become very popular. The song has been chanted during many anti-gay parades, protests, movements, I'm not quite sure. And Barry Goldwater, during his 1964 presidential campaign, used the song in one of his ads. He actually had to withdraw his support for that ad because it was too racist for Barry Goldwater, though the song itself was not used in a racist way. And if you're looking for a most famous way, it's been used as a, I would say, anti-abolitionist progressive song, is in the opening to American History X, where the lyrics are changed to "The White Man Marches On." As Johnny Cash said right before his rendition of the song, it belongs to all of us, be they Martin Luther King Jr. or Anita Bryant.